As we edge closer and closer to its debut on January 15th, HBO has come out with another much more extensive trailer for The Last of Us. While the teaser trailer from a couple months ago served as a fantastic tonal piece, this trailer gives us much more insight into the narrative of the show, both what it's taking from the game and what changes it's making. The trailer covers quite a lot, so rather than go shot by shot, I'm just going to highlight a few of the things that stood out to me the most. Firstly, despite being effectively the core of the show, up until now we haven't really seen much if any of Bella Ramsey's take on Ellie. But this trailer gives us a good feel of her performance, and honestly I think she's nailed it. The series' rare moments of levity largely fall on her, and the character's wish appears to have been translated well. The moment where she jokingly imitates an infected isn't in the game, but feels like something Ellie would do, and from what we've seen of Pascal's Joel, I get the sense that their dynamic is going to work perfectly. Speaking of things not in the game, we get a good look at two of the show's original characters. Judging from the clothes Joel and Ellie are wearing, this scene takes place in the winter chapter, so it seems the show is going to make some major changes here. In the game, Joel and Ellie are separated for basically the entire chapter, after Joel gets seriously injured at the end of Fall, so it looks like the show won't be adapting that moment. If I were to guess, I would say these two could be part of David's group. On the topic of David, the show has been very secretive about whether he'd be appearing, but we finally get a look at him here. I've done a bit of research and can't find any information on who this actor is, but it's nice to finally know that he'll be appearing. And if you look just to the left of him in this shot, you'll notice actor Troy Baker playing a member of his group. Baker of course plays Joel in the video games, and in another shot we can see Ellie's actress Ashley Johnson in a labour scene. It seems most likely that this is Ellie being born, and that Johnson is playing Ellie's mother Anna, who is mentioned several times in the games, but never physically appears. It's awesome that the show has included both her and Baker in actual roles, rather than a wink and a nod cameo. Another aspect of the trailer I love was its use of Take On Me, a song I have immediately associated with The Last of Us since the scene of Ellie performing it in part 2. That scene brought me to tears the first time I experienced it, and is still one of my favourite moments in the series, so it was cool to see it get a little nod here. And finally, the last shot of the trailer reveals that bloaters will be making an appearance. Bloaters are the strongest enemy type in the first game, and one of the only examples of a boss fight in the series, so I'm curious to see how they'll be handled on the show. Once again, HBO has managed to blow me away with this show. Every glimpse we've gotten of it has impressed me more and more. The performances are spot on, the cinematography is gorgeous, the tone of the games have been faithfully translated, and there's some new twists to the narrative that give series veterans like myself a chance to be surprised. January 15th is just a little over a month away, so this will probably be my last video covering this show before its debut, but I'll be doing a live review show for each episode weekly as the series airs, so hit subscribe if you want to check that out. Thanks for watching, endure and survive, and I'll see you next time.